Daylight, my MVVs, welcome.
Yes, so it is said that to love someone who doesn't love you is like shaking a tree to make the dewdrops fall. Metete allegedly wept profusely as Odua traditional court rejected her summon against wives of Ooni of Ife as she summoned them for trying to hurt Queen Naomi and planting it on her. They said Metete, who is supposed to be in Canada, who has been waiting for an official introduction from the Ooni of Ife, who recently left the palace of the Ooni of Ife over the fact that, they accused her of something that she never did. And they said that she had no hand in that. Indeed, that it was the same, or it's the same manipulation from the wives of the Ooni of Ife. Now, remember last week something happened. Some thugs had gone to try and, according to what we heard, they said it was Naomi they wanted to attack, but fortunately Naomi was not there. Naomi's PA came back downstairs to come and carry files or something. One of them went there and attacked her. And, it was such a terrible incident that they said the woman was even hospitalized. But to the glory of God, she is fine now. But that is not a bone of contention. In case you have not seen that gist, I think you need to go back and look at the gist again. As we are hearing what is going on, when one of the men was arrested, they said the person mentioned Metete, and later they said the same people mentioned gospel, and it's been back and forth like that. At some point, the policemen realized that, these people are not telling the truth, that somebody's hiding behind them to speak, right? So now, with everything that happened that made Metete to get really upset, to move her things out of the palace, they said that Metete has brought a suit before the Odua traditional court to summon the Ooni of Ife's wife to come and explain what they mean by her wanting to hurt Olori Naomi. That Metete has been very, very upset about the fact that they lied against her, that she wanted to hurt Naomi, but she had nothing whatsoever to do about with what they had put on her. That the wife to the Ooni of Ife, they did that and they hid their faces and wanted to put it on her. But what is making her very upset right now is that she has been hoping that these women will be found out, these women will be called out as usual, that it is being swept under the carpet and nobody cares to know that. A lot of people have heard that she had something to do with wanting to hurt Olori Naomi, and people have already written that in bold letters in their consciousness. She is not going to be able to take this away from these people. And she was hoping that, there will be investigation to ascertain who actually tried to do this. But right now, up until now, a lot of people are thinking that she had a hand in it. And that's the same reason why she brought the matter to Odua traditional court for them to, do something about the matter. Now, you do know that because all of these women are under the Ooni of Ife. Ooni of Ife is their spiritual leader. They are Role Odua. There are certain things you cannot take as, you cannot deal with certain things the way you would want to deal with it. The reason happens to be that should you do anything, everybody will blame you. The court is there. These are traditional people. Why didn't you take it to the Odua traditional court? And they said that is the reason why she is bringing this to the court. But, she was so heartbroken from what we heard that the Odua traditional court rejected her suit, that she has no right to bring Ooni of Ife's wives to the court. That what is she bringing the wife to the court as? Is she bringing the wives to the court as one of them, that if a wife of Ooni brings another wife to the court, that they will sit down, they will evaluate the situation and they will know what to do. But right now, they said this woman is not yet officially known as the wife to the Ooni of Ife, and she cannot be, just a woman right there in the palace and have the right to bring the wife to the Ooni of Ife and want them to sit down and judge, that they will never be able to do that. That Metete should take the case away, that it will never happen there. And they said this did not go well with Metete. That Metete cried so much that this is not fair. The reason why Metete is crying so much is because a lot of them, as a matter of fact, they are all aware that Kabiyesi has gone to go and do bride price and all of that, even though she has not been introduced to everybody officially. She is in a place. She's like not happy. Why would they not deal with this issue, right? Yes, even though she has not been introduced officially to everybody, they all understand that she is wife to the Ooni of Ife. That why would they not deal with the issue the same way they would deal? You know that the wives from time to time, when it gets really difficult, they are able to carry cases to the court, and the court will find a way to deal with it amicably. And she was hoping that it would be the same thing that they would do right now, but the court had to throw out her documentation. The reason happens to be that she is not the wife to the Ooni of Ife yet, so how is she able to bring the wife to the Ooni of Ife before the court? That they will have to get some kind of approval from the Ooni Kabiyesi before they can bring his wives before them. So if you have followed the trend, Metete had said that that issue that they planted on her was something that Ikpe had done because she had a problem with Ikpe, that it's definitely Ikpe who sent those people after Queen Naomi, and that Ikpe did it to deliberately get her into trouble, to ruin her relationship with the Ooni of Ife, that Ikpe's number one priority is that Metete does not come in as the wife to the Ooni of Ife. You know, Ikpe has this kind of problems, insecurity with other women. Now, to tell you that most of the things that have happened between Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife has been instrumented, or Ikpe has been instrumental, you know, to the difficulties that this couple has faced, okay? And, you know, Ikpe did a lot. And so when Ikpe starts with you, you know that you have a very big fight. And Ikpe, Metete said it was Ikpe. Even though later they said that the people, the boys who were arrested, one said that it was Gospel, and the other one called another person's name. But it was later that the police officers found out that somebody was speaking behind those people. They were not even saying the truth. And, you know, a lot has happened. Metete got out of the palace, got really upset, and decided to bring this case before the Odua court. But she is very, very upset about the way Odua court has handled it. They said that because she's not yet wife to the Ooni of Ife, she cannot bring a case there. That should she bring a case there, she will have to take the case to the Ooni of Ife for the Ooni of Ife to sanction it before she can bring the case there, that they cannot fight against the wife of their Oga, right? And which makes a lot of sense. And they say Metete was crying so much that she felt so bad. The fact that they said that she's not yet the wife to the Ooni of Ife. We have heard that they went, they bought cows, they did that, they did that. The truth is that if Ooni of Ife does not introduce you officially, people feel you're not married to the Ooni of Ife. There are a lot of concubines who are there in that palace. Are they married to the Ooni of Ife? They don't seek to be known. They don't seek to take cases to Odua court against the wives to the Ooni of Ife, because until Ooni of Ife announces to the world that, yes, you are my wife, you're not yet his wife. This is what they said the Odua court said to Metete, that peace the living daylight out of the woman. If this information is true, this is what we are hearing. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.